이제는 말이야 올티맥스.
Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and this is the Tobot 헬로카봇 year in review reviews. Yeah, they just waited until near over half of the month to get a good amount of the 2019 release and then just shipped a whole bunch of them at once over here. So how this is generally gonna work is that I'm gonna just alternate between a Carbot review and a Tobot review until the Carbots take over. Because, you know, Tobot doesn't have quite of a hefty release schedule as, you know, Joyrock, but yeah, besides the point. I'm gonna start off with the last Season 9 Carbot. That was on the low end of the priority because of this very unusual thing. Carbot Ultimax. Another one of those 2-in-1 triple changing auto transforming combiners. Yeah, this is a big auto transforming combiner. Roll it in and it pops up. Yay. Ultimax can speak monkey. 16 years in the jungle. And he does have a jungle background which blends into a grid background and mechanical metal plating background on the side. 2 modes, 3rd mode. There's the English name right there. Carbot Ultimax. Ultimax. Chex Mix Ultimax. So I'm pretty sure it's Ultimax. I don't know, that's... The box is the most reliable thing for the English name, but I'm not sure if they messed up here this time. Just this once. Yeah, so the 3 components. Jungler and TMP. 2 modes. Yeah, I'm gonna be going over that. October of 2020. Top of the box, different poses, and watch advertisement. And the vehicle to box ratio. Just about a third there.
사륜 자동차 정글러는 16년 동안 정글을 누빈 정글의 달인으로 모든 동물의 친구지. 수륙 양용차 TMP는 물과 육지를 누비며 못 가는 곳이 없는 만능 자동차. 때로는 이족 공룡 로봇으로 변신도 한다. 정글러가 커다란 TMP의 앞에서 삽입되면 최고의 탐험가 로봇 올티맥스가 되지. 올티맥스는 험난한 곳을 탐험할 수 있도록 드릴과 집게, 다양한 도구를 갖고 있어. 한마디로 위험한 곳에서는 가장 안전한 카봇이라 이거야. 성격은 다소 과장이 심하고 반대로 말하는 반어법이 특기. 공격은 드릴, 정글 나이프, 만능 집게, 강력한 화염 공격이 있어. 나로 말하자면 정글의 달인이자 최고의 탐험가 울티맥스. 이 세상에서 안 가본 곳 빼고는 다 가봤단 말이지. 라떼는 말이야, 이런 거 맨날 했는데 요새 카보들은 툭하면 힘들대. 오만, 이거 해봤어? 안 해봤으면 말하지 말어. 라인 일당, 너희 잘해놨다 정말. 이렇게 훌륭한 분들을 내가 몰라봤네. 나쁜 짓이면 나쁜 짓, 도둑질이면 도둑질, 거짓말이면 거짓말, 뭐 하나 못하는 게 없잖아. 완벽해. 그래서 내가 정의의 이름으로 혼을 좀 내줘야겠다. 이뤄지는 드릴, 정글 나이프로 뭐든지 해치고 나간다. 이어서 뭐든지 잡는 만능 집게로 문제를 해결하면 강력한 화염 공격 TMP 플레이.
First off, we have Jungler, a yellow jungly SUV, but a pretty plain SUV. Yeah, it's just one solid car, but uniquely, this entire thing is in die cast. That can be indicated by feeling the back of the palm of the hand that is cold. And if it happens to scratch off, I really would not have known that if I didn't actually get this thing in hand. I could only have read about it or heard about it, but I just did not want to spoil myself. So yeah, one of the first time die cast Carbots. Stamp right down the back because there's a whole lot more on the bottom. And as a die-cast car, it rolls very smoothly. Very smoothly on its single-axis wheels. Scales with about the Hot Wheels Matchbox Minis. But he is actually a very small car. Not as small as Laser though. The bigger unit is TMP, an amphibious vehicle. Yep. I mean, it's not really sloped enough to have a boat bottom, especially with that huge gap in the front. Yeah, you just have to take your word for it that it's a amphibious vehicle, or even a vehicle capable enough to travel the rugged terrains of the jungle. Because this is a pretty flat thing. This is a low clearance vehicle. Not sure if this thing can actually traverse the rough terrain of the jungle. But that's why it has these two big tools. On this side is a claw, an all-purpose claw, be it for grabbing, lifting, extending, or shield blade spinning. And a jungle knife. A jungle knife. But it clearly looks like a drill. A waffled, flattened drill. That can really cut vines. This tiny little drill. I think they just sometimes just throw in random weapons, but yeah, this drill does not make sense for this character. I mean, because, you know, a jungle expert, but why is a drill? Why is this a drill? Why is it called a jungle knife? This would have been a whole lot better if this was like a buzzsaw or an actual knife, like a machete-shaped knife. But then I guess it would be too similar to the claw, but yeah, I don't get it. And these tools don't look that versatile with its only one hinge. I mean, it should go out. But if you want to make it go out and actually pick something with its fused claws, you're just gonna have to hand wave it. Also, the girdered, waffled, hollowed outside is on the outside, but at least it looks okay. I mean, with this kind of alternating pattern, because the solid side is on here, because the solid side is what shows up on the robot mode. But then leaving the hollow bits of the claw and the drill upward. Yeah, look, yeah, it's hollowed outside here on both sides. So yeah, that is unusual for this kind of accessory thing. Nope. Other features on this fictitious vehicle include a yellow warning stripe along the sides, more lining, paneling, greebling details on the side here, pretty black, yellow, silver bits, big red rear lights with some sticky-outy rear bumper things, and two sets of cockpits, like a lower green windows with some extra ridges in there, and some upper green windows for a better view, like. Although it looks like these two sides ones are unprinted, unpainted. Not that it really matters since the boy is shown riding on the thing and not in the thing. Maybe they're subtly acknowledging that most Transformer vehicles don't have passenger seats behind their windscreens. As for size and scale, just from the toy alone, this could just fit in with this, but it's kind of a smaller in the show, so I think it's in the big mainline scale, not this scale. Also, I want to say, but yeah, I think these scale with each other. Manual transformation to the dinosaur mode. You gotta detach those, flip those around. There's a tab right here. Solid click. Don't unlatch that. Oops. Yeah, so manually transform the legs, click it in. Feet forward, 2 hinges. Flip out the little arms. And plug the weapons together on these holes. And then tap them right into the front, or the back in this case. TMP T-Rex mode. Yeah, that head, you know, the slopes of the window now forming in the reverse direction to form this. Yeah, I guess the head kind of has that Dino Trucks similarity with the side striping, but yeah, that's not much of a jaw. There are some teeth in there, but it's indistinguishable from a whole mouthful of hand. And yeah, that's jaws for the robot mode, but yeah, so awkward jawing, side to side little arms, and nothing at the feet. Yeah, because they just clamp together. Yeah, so you can just make him waddle. You can just make him waddle, just make him go plomp, plomp, plomp like that, and then roar. Pretty silly beast mode. And Jungler can go along just plonking him on top loosely, or just slot him in the back. Yeah, so there are some latches in here, spring-loaded latches, and then running it right across his protruding axes, it locks it in place pretty well. Not gonna fall out. And one of the nice storage solutions is that this does not instantly activate the auto-morph gimmick. That little button right there, yeah, so it can be just snugged there and then just press it all the way in to activate it. So that's nice. And to detach, you're supposed to just lift it up a bit and just pull them out. Now for the combination. Just slide him in there and then push him all the way in, or just force him all the way in. So this is only the mid step, just finish it off with the manual shoulders and the legs. Yeah, just click those together like the dino mode and then flip out the robot feet and the dino feet go in the back without flipping out the toes. Ultimax to the max of his height. So how this auto transformation works is basically there is this one big button that releases the front latches on here, which unlatches the front end, and at the same time there's a button back here which hits this button, which in turn unlatches the head, and it latches on top of here, which unlatches those arms, and then also on the back, so it all comes crashing up together. He is quite a tubby bot. He is, yeah, very big yellow torso. And this time there's some red accents with the rear and front tail headlights forming the top and his red head. And that big goblin face on his chest. That is really wild and beastly. As you can see, that is the bottom of Jungler. So yeah, this could be an entire gimmick toy in and of itself, like just normal cars with a monster face on the bottom. Like those RPM Transformers. The head is also looking a little beastly and snarly with the ridged centerpiece of the faceplate, the little protruding chin and some little fangs on the side there. And the side protrusion fins that look like 4 in total with a little black top. Yeah, so this is a pretty good color distribution and some really nice red paint on there and green eyes. Grr. His jaggedy motif is carried out throughout his dino T-Rex head, shoulders, and even in the side of the chest here, which can only be seen from the bottom of the vehicle mode. So yeah, those are some deep cuts. The Carbot crotch, pretty orange knees and silver details and little ridges. Yeah, but otherwise pretty plain back feet. Back detailing. Lined panels in back and a hexagon on the back of his head. Shoulder flip out T-Rex hands. Rah. And those warning stripes again on display. And you can hardly make out his hands. Yeah, the cover piece is just on the inside of the arms and not on the outside because of Dino Head mode. Yeah, but it's really hard to make out his hands. I mean, I wish this would have had some color breakup with painted silver or orange. Or a rotating bicep joint without elbows. Weapon grab. And let's go into articulation. Nothing at the head, just a spring-loaded flop. full shoulders and 1.5 clicks. Nothing else. And knee articulation, sideways knee action. Yep, nothing forward or back because yeah, this is the crotch area and this is the upper legs, but it can't be done because of all the spring-loaded gimmickry. And yeah, the transformation feet hinge don't really do anything. So yeah, in terms of articulation, this thing is a total brick. Just G1 brickiness. You're only gaining articulation out of the arms, just like most one-step changers. Yeah, I know it's a far cry from the smaller but much more posable auto changer Moban. But at least he's pretty big. And now for transformation back to vehicle mode. Yep, so spring here, spring here. There's tabs on the side of his pelvis here, this pelvic area. Can be hard to pull out that sometimes. Oops, that fell out. So latch it on the latches here. And latching on the latch here, there's a little latch here. Yeah, and then make sure to get that hidden first. And then click that in and that in. Yeah, it's another gimmick-laden toy that would only appeal most to the impressionable kids, but yeah, this is another really bonkers, unique, crazy toy that you would hardly see in American Cyberverses. Yeah, same premise. Yeah, though the auto change is probably a little encumbered by the rest of the manual legs and such. Yeah, so maybe yeah, it just was maybe fully automatic, or this could have been a bit more enjoyable. But that's it. It's just a premium funny thing. But this is still a $70 gimmick toy, so I wouldn't have got this if not for a buy one get one essentially free deal. But this is still a $70 gimmick toy, so I wouldn't have got it if not for a buy one get one essentially free deal. So the other one is similar in its gimmick and price point, but has much more playability. So see you next time for that one.